Another week of tennis has been and gone with the conclusion of the Paris Masters, and that means one thing: there's been some moves in the top 10. Here we go, let's look at the new ATP top 10, and Carlos Alcaraz does remain world number one as it stands. We've got Rafael Nadal in second, Tsitsipas in third, Casper Ruud fourth, Medvedev drops down to fifth, Felix moves up to 6th, Rublev also moves up to 7th, Djokovic moves down one despite getting all the way to the final in Paris, Taylor Fritz moves up 2, and Holger Rune, the biggest mover of all of them after winning Paris, is now inside the top 10, and he's also going to be an alternate for the ATP finals. So where do you want to begin with this? We can probably start right at the top, and that is Nadal does have a chance of becoming world number one if he can go unbeaten in the round robin stage of the ATP Tour finals and then get to the final. And I think that would be enough for Rafael Nadal to be world number one. Tsitsipas also has a minute chance, I believe, but very unlikely. And let's go all the way to the bottom to Holger Rune, because there's some fantastic stats emerging, and this is probably one of my favourite ones. It is the players who have beaten Djokovic in a Masters 1000 final after Novak won the first set. So it is Holger Rune, and then you can end the list, because before today, I mean it's not today, it was yesterday for us, Novak was 30-0 when winning the first set. So Djokovic never ever lost a match in a Masters final after winning the first set, and Holger Rune just blew the record books aside, won his first Masters title, 19 years old, and I just think this one is remarkable. There's another good one here as well, and this is now his win-loss record versus top 10 players, and he is leading the way out of the next gen coming through. You can look at these 5 players as really the future of tennis, and Holger Rune's at the top with 60%, Alcaraz in second, 57.1, and bearing in mind they were completely tied before this final against Djokovic. Musetti in third with 36.4, Felix with 30.8%, and Sinner, he's trailing right at the bottom with 30%. So Sinner needs to buck up his ideas. He is still very young, and I think he's got time. And also, Rune's 9 wins happened in 2022. So it's really been a breakout year for him. And I'm so pleased that he was able to do it against so many of the top players as well. The last one, arguably the most important of all of these tweets, because we've seen the ranking moves. What does that mean for the seedings for the ATP Tour finals? So Jose Morgado, my trusty friend, he has put this together, and this is the pots for the draw. So we have Rafael Nadal and Tsitsipas in pot 1, Ruud and Medvedev in pot 2, Felix and Rublev in pot 3, and Djokovic and Fritz in pot 4. So that would potentially mean we could have a group consisting of Nadal, Medvedev, Felix and Djokovic. And let me just take that in a second, because that would be a group of death. And as much as I'm a big Rafa fan, I can't see him getting out of that. I simply cannot see him getting out of it. One thing you could say is Medvedev not looking in great form, Casper Ruud looking a little bit shaky, especially on the indoor hard courts. But Felix and Djokovic being in the 3rd and 4th pot of the draw, they're so dangerous, and they're going to draw some big players, and I feel sorry for either Nadal or Tsitsipas or Ruud or Medvedev, who have to draw either of them two, and hopefully it's not both. It would be great if they are split, but let's wait and see for that. Of course, when the draw does come out, me and Ben will be doing an instant draw reaction, followed by our prediction and preview of the event. But that's enough from me on this one. Let me know in the comments section, what do you make of the new top 10? Of course, it's great for Felix, great for Holger Rune, and the future of tennis is looking bright. And the next big event coming up is going to be the ATP finals. Are we going to see the group of death? Let's wait and find out. But for now, make sure hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you very soon.